This has got to be the most beautiful Batman comic book that I have ever laid my eyes on. This is the Absolute Edition of the Batman 3 Jokers. It is published by DC Comics. It is written by Jeff Johns. The art is done by the talented Jason Fabok. The entire series is in here, which is only 3 issues, and the number 3 will be a very common theme. You'll notice that very quickly. Welcome back, my fellow comic book friends, to Comic Casper. This is a spoiler-free review of the Batman 3 Jokers. So let's kick it. First of all, let's get the obvious out of the way. The artwork. Oh my god, is it incredible? And I mean it. I really do. Every single panel is just perfection. Jason Fabok needs to be proud of himself. Every single page that I opened, and just the presentation, the design of this whole thing is just immaculate. The second I opened this, it had me smiling like the Joker, and it kept me intrigued. It had my eyes glued to the pages from the beginning to the very end. The consistency of the beautiful artwork is just remarkable. I have not come across a comic series or a story that was traveling at 100% the entire way through when it comes to the quality of the artwork, until I got to experience the Batman 3 Jokers. The Absolute Edition is the way to experience this story. Now, when it comes to the writing, it is on par with the art. I thought it was excellent. I had major buy-in, not only to the villains, but also to our protagonists. Okay, so a little bit of a brief overview of what the story is about. We have 3 key protagonists in the story. We got Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. We have Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, and we have Jason Todd, also known as the Red Hood. Now on the other side here, we have 3 villains. 3 Jokers per se. We have one of them is referred to as the criminal, that will be the one in the middle. We have one referred to as the clown, and then we have one referred to as the comedian. Now there is a huge mystery, of course. How is it possible that there are 3 Jokers? We only know of one, isn't that right? So the story starts off with this big mystery. There are multiple deaths around Gotham City. The 3 heroes that I mentioned before unite together to find what on earth is going on, and they have a good hunch that the Joker is behind all of this. But how is it possible that he's at 3 places all at once? To get to that conclusion, I suggest you experience this for yourself. There are so many scenes that are just so gorgeous in this. From the very beginning, the story gives you these David Fincher thriller-like vibes, and it's very reminiscent of the movie Seven, or even of the latest movie, The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves. The atmosphere was very moody. We got police officers in trench coats. We have buildings and structures soaked in rain. What's extremely key here is not just to solve the mysteries here for our protagonists, but also to face their horrific pasts. If you guys don't know what Barbara and Jason have been through with their interactions with the Joker in the past, then I recommend reading some stories such as Batman the Killing Joke, specifically referring to Barbara Gordon, and The Red Hood, specifically referring to Jason Todd. This will give you a richer experience of the story and a deeper understanding of what these characters have been through. Now I gotta say, one of the opening scenes that really impressed me, and it sets the tone for the entire book, is seeing our protagonist Batman drive up to the mansion, being met by Alfred Pennyworth, who gets the medical equipment ready to suture Batman once more as he arrives in the Batcave injured like he does most of the time. As this scene is unfolding, we get to see all of the battle scars on Batman's body, and we get to see nice little flashbacks showcasing how Batman obtained each of these horrific and horrible scars that just cover his body like an intricate, rich tapestry of storytelling. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That is just the intro of the story. As the story unfolds, we get to see our protagonists reflect on their horrific interactions with the Joker and how that that's impacted them as a team. Now, another key point here is, despite there being some disarray in the team, when it really matters, they come together like a special ops team. And one of these scenes in this book paints that really well and I don't want to spoil it. You guys have to just check it out. Check it out for yourself. You won't regret it. I've done my very best to be as vague as I possibly can with this, but what I can tell you is that the build of this book is phenomenal. And you know what? I get it. I finally get it, what it means to own an absolute edition from DC Comics. And this is a perfect example of how gorgeous, flawless, beautiful storytelling can come together in this spectacular comic book. The book also comes with a ribbon, which is a really nice touch, you know, if you want to take a pause from your reading. There's a lot of neat extras in there as well, you know, such as the alternative covers, but also the script along with the panels for an entire issue. In fact, there are a lot of extras. I would say probably close to 100 pages of extras. And despite the story only having 3 issues, they're all extra sized, so they're about 50 pages or so each. The presentation is an absolute premium from the start to the finish. It is, like I mentioned, time and time again, the theme of this is probably just perfection. If you're a collector, if you love all things comics, this is a must-have. If you love Batman, this is definitely a must-have in your collection. It is one of those really important stories that confirms something key. The ending had me satisfied and blew my mind a little bit. I didn't think that the writer was going to go there. But in saying so, Jeff Johns, wow, I have so much love and respect for that writer. That is some intelligent writing. He did not fumble the football at all the way until the very end, which makes me all the more excited to experience some of his other work. Most notably, I believe he has been stellar in writing the Green Lantern. I don't even own anything of Green Lantern, but because he impressed me so much in this, I want to check that out. This made a huge impression on me, and a positive one at that. Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking right there. Gonna let you guys run to the store to pick this up and enjoy some wonderful comic book reading. Guys, thank you so much for watching this review of the Absolute Batman 3 Jokers. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with a like. If you hated it, hit it with a dislike, and I will hit you up with some more comic book content soon. Until then, take care of yourselves.